Illinois. What's not to love? We're the best at taxes. 4 out of our last 7 governors have gone to prison. We're batting over 500. That's not counting the current expert on healthy living. We're one of the only states that people keep leaving. We excel at gang violence, potholes. We have the best Beetlejuice impersonator in the country. Dang, 20 seconds in and we already got a Lightfoot joke. Coming in hot. So why the heck do we live here? Bass! Do we have bass? Oh, thank you, Lord. I was thinking that we were gonna have to leave. I'm gonna show you my top 4 techniques for Illinois largemouth, plus a bonus technique that only works in certain conditions so that you can catch more bass in the land of Lincoln. First off, start by hitting them high and hard with a rage-tailed toad. If you find yourself in a position where you have active fish, there's nothing better for covering water quickly. It's a little more weedless than a buzzbait, but fish it like a buzzbait and work it over the muck and the pads that you're sure to encounter, and you're gonna have a more weedless, enjoyable experience. There we go. Good one. Good hook set too. That's a healthy fish, and that was within 5 minutes probably. Ooh, he smells kind of. Good one, very good one. If the rage-tailed toad gets ignored, slow it down and go with something like a traditional frog. Vary your retrieve. Walk the dog, make slow, deliberate pauses around obvious holes or around structure that could be holding fish where they're waiting to ambush prey. Shoot. I got a fish on that tree. Okay, I don't want to hurt him. Oh, he's all tangled up. Man, he's under a stick. There he is. One on the pad crasher. That was a little hairy. Hit that little frog. I like the Sebile pivot frog a lot because of the weight system and the single large strong hook. However, if you're fishing around muck that's just too thick, go with something like the American Baitworks Scum Frog. He's not getting it through the muck. That's 3 times. There we got him. There we got him. There. He struck it this 4 times. That's one of the better fish I've caught in here. Hit it about 4 times. We got people out, so we're gonna keep looking for more with the frog for a little bit. Then we'll go a little deeper. That's a healthy dude. If your topwater gets ignored, but you still want to look for active fish, go subsurface with a natural colored swim jig. These work great in areas where you need to cover a lot of water, but you still need to remain weedless. So areas where you can't really work a crankbait. I've been on the creek a ton lately. It's, there we go. Oh. Later, buddy. Bye. Take off. Take off. There we go. That was my second cast. Don't be afraid to try these in the middle of the day too, especially if you've zeroed in and you can imitate the color of the local forage. There we go. Flip them up. That is what we want. Another swim jig fish. Hold still, hold still, hold still. That's a chunk. Well, the swim jig connected twice. Let's put him back. When it's time to slow down, go for stick baits. A good rule of thumb is to select a color that closely matches the color of the bottom of the body of water that you're fishing. Now, this isn't a guarantee, but it's a good starting point, and keep your eyes peeled for local bait fish or other types of forage as well. What color are they? How do they look when they silhouette against the bottom? If you can mimic the food, you're gonna get bit. Oh, there we go. Oh boy. Got a lot of weeds on the head there. That's another 2-pounder. That's a bigger fish. That might be 2.5. Whew. Nice bass. Okay, 15.5 incher. Not a giant, but a good fish. That's the third one today. We got 2 that are about 2 pounds. Didn't like that.
Be prepared to fish your stick bait on a Texas rig or on a weedless wacky hook, and make sure to grab a couple of different sizes. You're gonna wanna downsize if you find yourself fishing pressured water, or if you can look and see that the forage is small.
There's a nice one. Ooh. I don't really want to lift. I mean, you can lift. Nice one. Look at the little back growing on that one too. That's suburban fishing. Round 2. They're taking this thing deep. I can't really. There she goes.
Now here's 4.3. Here's the bonus tip. If you find yourself in a position with a clean or rocky bottom, don't be afraid to tie on a jig worm with an exposed hook. This works really well, especially when the bite gets tough. And the only reason this didn't make my top 4 was because a lot of times in Illinois, we're fishing in bodies of water with muck and gunk, and we can't get away with that exposed hook. We have to hide it in some way. However, if you can throw it, throw it.
Somebody's got it. Somebody's got it. What is that? Staying down. Coming up, coming up. Stay down. That's good. I don't know what you are. Oh! That's a better one. That's a much better one. That's a way better one. That's holy crap. That's a good bass. That's a good bass. Chunky fish. My bait got stuck on a rock and then I popped it free, and as I was working it free, he picked it up when it snapped up over the top. That's a cool one. I'm glad I switched up to a little bit bigger bait. Well, he's not exhausted. Definitely not exhausted.
Hey, thanks for hanging out, my fellow Illinoisan. Click over here to see these baits in action. Let's keep getting better. See ya. Let's keep getting better.